This is Dr. David D. Shine, and welcome to a special edition of Saving America, where we award the not coveted F grade to a politician, celebrity, maybe a celebrity, or some other so-called waste of space who just happened to catch our attention. The badge of dishonor today belongs to failed Health and Human Services Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas and his fellow secretary and U.S. presidential cabinet member, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. Yeah, two people pretty darn close to the presidency, but telling the truth appears to be a problem spreading throughout the Biden administration. And it's no secret I've referred to Biden in person as the liar in chief. And like I said, it does seem to be spreading throughout the other scumballs who are supporting the Biden administration. Now, every American is aware that the southern border with Mexico is experiencing the worst invasion of illegals in history. There's no real debate about that, folks. Most are given a pass and get to stay here. Some of them are given court dates as far out as 2030, 6 years from now. What are they going to do in the meantime, folks? Going to rape your daughter, rob your business, steal your car, take your jobs? Yeah, let's have a meaningful discussion about what pouring 8 million illegals into a country's economy actually causes. And how about the gotaways? Just the other day, they arrested 2 people who are on the international terrorist list. How many are on that list who have come into this country who have not been detected? Yes, folks, I am personally predicting, and I predicted it to friends and others, that we are cooking up toward another 9/11, unfortunately. And I am very, very concerned about that. And I don't think this administration is taking that threat seriously at all at the moment, and it may take something bad to happen, sadly, for them to actually pay attention. But let's hope that doesn't happen. But boy, it is sure scary out there. Speaking of lying, Mayorkas claims border is doing just fine, despite the fact that 85% of the people that they do detect are given passes to stay here. How is that protecting the border? He's just lying to try and save his job since there's an impeachment pending against him. This is just inexcusable, folks. We're overrun by drug traffickers, people traffickers, and maybe other very harmful people and terrorists. And we also have one of the most unstable world security situations since 9/11. And then you have the Department of Defense Secretary, Austin, having surgery and not telling his boss. The so-called commander-in-chief didn't know that his DOD guy was MIA. Now, if your boss thinks you're at work and you're really out cold having surgery, you are not telling your boss the truth, are you? Yeah, we call that lying, don't we? In the latest on the Biden scandal itself, we hear Hunter's so-called art dealer never received any ethics instructions from the clowns in the Biden administration, despite the fact that his previous press secretary, Pensaki, claimed that they had an ethics session with the art dealer, and the art dealer was following some particular protocol, which of course remained undisclosed. Well, the art dealer was brought before the Comer Commission to investigate the Biden family, and he said he absolutely did not receive any instructions on ethics. So what you have here is you've got a guy who is an amateur. Yeah, amateur work sells for $50, $100, who knows? Oftentimes less than the cost of the canvas that is used to do the so-called artwork. And this guy's getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in income. Now, what is the purpose there? These folks are buying influence with the Biden administration. Anybody who says otherwise is lying themselves. Let's not keep joking around about this. The guy is not a professional artist. Nobody needs to see any of his artwork ever. And certainly, if you're paying tens of thousands of dollars for his joke amateur work, then you are not doing it to have the artwork. You're doing it to get into the Biden administration. And I am thinking that maybe this is going to back off soon because people have got to be seeing the writing on the wall. And, the election is only 10 and a half months away at this point. That's right, folks. Now, as an employment attorney, I can tell you, I remember vividly a case where an employee of a company that I was working with told me that he had lied about having a bachelor's degree. And I said to him, well, why did you do that? And he said, well, my boss claims to have an MBA and he has a bare bachelor's degree. He's never been back to school for a master's degree. So I figured if he lies about having a master's degree, it's okay for me to have a bachelor's degree. My point here is you've got the liar in chief. You've got people all around him telling lies about his administration and its so-called successes, which are drastic, massive failures. And it appears to be bleeding through his administration. Something needs to be done, folks. Thank you for participating in this special episode of Saving America, where we award the F grade to Secretary Mayorkas and Secretary Austin for not being truthful with the American people.